The main mode of travel by staff is car at 34%, and for students it's bus at 52%. The number of staff cycling is around 15%, which is one of the highest rates in Greater Manchester. And we emit just over 12,000 tonnes of carbon per year from commuting, and two-fifths of this is from student travel, and the remaining three-fifths is attributed to staff travel. In terms of business travel, we emit just over 17,500 tonnes of carbon annually. The majority of this, 94%, is from air travel. However, because we're just focusing on Oxford Road and travel in the local area, rail and road is more important in this discussion, and that accounts for around 1,000 tonnes of carbon emissions annually. In terms of emissions from road travel, the majority are from car travel, just over a quarter is from taxi travel, and then a small amount from bus travel. Then our fleet vehicles emit just over 300 tonnes of carbon annually, and 45% of that is accounted for through the 147 Oxford Road bus, and the remaining 55% is through vehicles owned and leased by the university, from things such as street sweepers through to other carbon vans that we have in the fleet. So as you can see, the majority of our carbon impact is from commuting along Oxford Road, and with a small amount from rail and road business travel and then our fleet vehicles. So how are the Oxford Road changes impacting on commuter and business travel? So starting with cycling, commuter cycling, so we had a study done to forecast the predicted increases in staff and student cycling to the university, based on the improvements to Oxford Road and also some of the wider improvements to other cycleways in the area. And the study identified just over 3,100 cyclists in 2015, predicted to rise to just over 3,600 cyclists by 2020. This is obviously great. Increasing the number of cyclists has lots of benefits. Reduces congestion, improves the air quality in the area, and also the associated health benefits. Cycling is also an affordable way to travel, so provides lots of accessibility options there. And so there's obviously great benefits from that, but there are also going to be some challenges as we increase the number of cyclists in the area. The same study also audited the number of parking spaces for cyclists that we have on campus, and found that we have just over 3,000 available. The study also highlighted that we have demand for cycle parking spaces is unevenly spread across the campus, resulting in some pinch points in areas where capacity issues have been identified. So over the next few years, the campus master plan will be providing an extra 300 parking spaces for cyclists. And we are also exploring options, but this is against the backdrop of limited space for development on the site, and also where there is space, there's lots of competing demands for that space. We do provide other facilities and support though to encourage people to cycle to work. We have just under 50 showers located across the campuses. We have 4 cycle maintenance stands available for people to use. We have the Cycle to Work scheme for staff, which has facilitated the purchase of over 1,500 bikes and also generated employee savings of over £320,000. There are cycle training and maintenance sessions available. And we also have UNBUG, which is the university's bike user group, one of the largest and most active in the sector, which is testament to the enthusiasm of the volunteers and also an indication of cycling culture that already exists at the university. The students have a similar group called On a Bike. And then we have a range of events that take place over the year, from second-hand bike sales to monthly breakfasts for cyclists, and the annual cycle event that we host with our partners along the corridor, This year it's taking place on the 15th of June, the date to add to your diary. So the key challenges around cycling, as David mentioned before, are making sure that the users know how to use the new facilities safely and considerably, and also for the university to provide infrastructure to support all the extra cyclists that will be coming onto campus. In terms of cycling for business, so we hope that given the improvements to the cycleways along Oxford Road, that staff will consider that this is more of an option going forward. Staff are able to claim mileage allowance for any business trips made by bike. And we also have a range of pool bikes operated by different departments to enable these short business trips to take place on a bike. There's also a trial taking place along the corridor at the moment with electric cargo bikes. This is funded through the EU project Triangulum, and we're looking to work with departments to trial these e-cargo bikes to sort of facilitate day-to-day business operations and maybe replace some of the car journeys that are being used. The e-cargo bikes can have full access to the Oxford Road corridor and bus priority area. They can be parked easily, there's no parking restrictions. They can hold a variety of different cargo options and obviously help improve the air quality in the area. We're working with Taste Manchester at the moment to see how we might facilitate them moving food across campus, and we'd be keen to demonstrate these electric cargo bikes to different departments. So if this is something that you think might be interested in, please get in touch. So the Oxford Road improvements are also to improve the area for pedestrians and runners and make it more of a pleasant experience to use. We have Run, which is our run commute group, and the first run commute group set up outside of London and growing in popularity steadily with over 100 members already, I believe. And then we also have our lunchtime strollers, which is a Walking for Health accredited group led by staff volunteers, and they take regular walks, often around themes such as heritage or biodiversity, and encourage staff and students to take a break and get out and go and explore and appreciate the outside. So again, some of the challenges around these routes include making sure that all users respect different people's space along the corridor and getting people out there in the first place. So hopefully the fact that we have these routes in place can generate some interest and encourage people to get out and about. The university is well served by public transport. The bus priority package will hopefully make buses faster and more reliable. Staff and students will want to use these services. They also connect to train stations and tram stops, allowing commuters and those travelling for business to travel easily around the city and beyond. We have the 147 bus, which provides free inter-campus travel between the two campuses and also connects travellers with Piccadilly train station. The university provides interest-free loans to support the purchase of season tickets for public transport, and we've also negotiated a number of discounts, and operators provide various student discounts as well. So some of the challenges around public transport use include ensuring that people know what services are available to get them from where they are to their destination. So use of journey planning tools is quite key there. And also encouraging people to use multimodal travel, so you can use more than one different type of travel in order to get you from A to B. And again, we like to encourage flexible travel, so encouraging travel behaviour dependent on your own circumstances on a day-to-day basis. This is made a bit more challenging by the fact that we don't have smart ticketing in Manchester at the moment. So there are lots of different tickets by different operators, which makes it difficult to travel easily and quickly and cost effectively across all these different modes. In terms of fleet vehicles, so we are wanting to support the improvements in the air quality along the Oxford Road corridor and are transitioning a lot of our fleet vehicles to electric. We have just purchased 7 electric vans through the EU Triangle funding, and these will replace our diesel vans that we had in the past. We also have an electric pool car available for all staff to use for business trips. And then, as David has already acknowledged, the fact that there has been a lot of disruption and frustrations around the improvement works that have been taking place. And we appreciate everybody's patience with this, and we hope as we start to move forward that we'll start to reap the benefits that have been promised from these works. So obviously engagement is key, engagement to ensure that people understand what's been done and how it will benefit them, and also so that people are aware of what the university is doing to support sustainable travel in the area. We recently launched 10,000 Actions, which is the largest sustainability engagement scheme for staff in the higher education sector, and it empowers staff to take action on sustainability and recognises their actions. One of the key themes in that is travel, and staff are able to pledge different travel-related actions in their own personalised action plans. So far, over 44% of staff have engaged with the programme, and over 1,500 travel-related actions have been pledged. Things from pledging to walk between the campuses, or pledging to use a bike to take those short distance business trips. We also have the Green Impact Project, where teams of staff come together to work through a workbook based around environmental sustainability, and again, travel is a strand through that. We have all the information on sustainable travel options on our website. We have a strong social media presence, enabling us to promote various things at different times of year. And then we also do different events throughout the year, linking in with other events as well as holding our own ones. So moving forward, in the next month or so we will be conducting the 2017 staff and student travel survey. So it will be interesting to see if there is any mode shift that is detected from the improvements that have taken place already, and if there's any associated carbon impact. We'll continue to collect the data related to business travel, and again see if there's any changes in our carbon impact from that. And then in terms of the wider Greater Manchester area, it will be interesting to see how devolution and bus franchising plays out and what the effects will be along the corridor. There are also plans for a Greater Manchester bike hire scheme, and there's opportunities for the university to link in with that. And then there are the smart city research projects that are taking place, such as Citybur and Triangle, which may have some interesting outcomes in terms of making transport more efficient and effective in the area. So,